Welcome back to the show, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Happy April Fools. Hopefully you guys are having a good time out there. I see some Sav is on. It looks like Love is on too. Hello to you both. I don't know if you're actually listening or if you can hear or not. Usually there's like some chatting going on beforehand, but I didn't see anything. There's nothing really going on our Discord, but speaking of Discord, here's a link here. If anybody wants to, how come? See, your user's not on here, but you're here clearly.
Yes, clearly.
I don't understand how this works, so I can't tell if they're actually here or not here. But
I know some have said she can hear you.
Yeah. I lost my train of thought. I guess I'll give a shout out to some of our new followers. We have Alpha Wolf Force. Hello. Lugworm Gang. Kappa Gaming. Princess Twitcher. Michelle Fisher. Topsy Turvy. Jasmine Knight. King of the Geeks. And Weekday Warrior. Welcome all. Hopefully you guys are able to watch this show, if not live, a little bit later on Twitch, and or you can see some of our older episodes on YouTube. I'll put our YouTube link in here. Anything happening with you? Did you play any pranks today?
No.
I didn't play any pranks.
Took a nap today. Not really. I
usually play pranks. It was a big deal, but I didn't do really any today. I was having a meeting, and I'm pretty sure the person I was with, because I was relating a story that seemed unbelievable, thought I was pulling her leg. But it was actually a true story. I was not pulling her leg, and I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. I didn't really do anything today.
I was actually shocked that Google did not play Rickroll and called it a day. I was shocked that Google didn't do anything. Usually there's like a big, huge thing on the main Google page, and I didn't see one. I mean, did you?
No. Normally they do something with the Google thing, but nope.
Maybe Carbon neutral since 2007. I see nothing on
maybe
here.
Maybe that's their joke. They just didn't do anything.
Didn't do anything?
Because everybody was expecting it.
So, do you use the Alexa in the morning?
Sometimes. I didn't listen to it this morning.
Oh, of course you didn't.
Because
so, Alexa this morning, when I was talking with her, she was answering like the whole good morning thing while passing gas.
Yeah, glad I didn't listen to that.
I would play it, but I don't know if I can over the stream with something going on. But yeah, you ask her when she's done, good morning, and she'll go through the whole thing about something being windy or whatever. It's pretty funny. Some of the best pranks I saw here today was the Lego bricks or whatever. Lego came out with a big thing today. They were releasing like a soft brick. So when you step on them, you don't hurt your feet.
That makes sense.
Yeah, of course it's fake, April Fools. And then
That's sad.
Bud Light Seltzer. I don't know. I'm not like a alcohol drinker or whatever, but they came out with an extra cheese pizza flavor. And so you could drink, have your seltzer and a cheese pizza
at the same time.
At the same time. That was one of their big ads.
I feel like that wouldn't be good.
Yeah. Jif clears up acne. If you Jif on your face peanut butter, you do like a peanut butter facial mask or whatever. So that was kind of fun. If you saw that one.
Maybe just don't do that. I feel like that would actually like be terrible. I mean, I know it's all April Fools, but like
it was a collaboration between Jif and Ipsy.
Yeah, but still.
So you could put the mask on
thanks.
And then maybe just like lick it off or something, I guess, when you're done. I don't know. I didn't.
Do you think humans are like dogs? Because like.
Hey, you know what? People are all like, ooh, yeah, ooh, let's do this. Mm.
Yeah, and if you lick it off, it's just going to be like right there around your mouth.
Okay. For the record, Your great grandma stopped using her laptop because she thought she was gonna get the computer virus.
I know.
Yeah, so it's easy to pull pranks on people, especially when they're looking for it.
Can't blame the old lady.
A couple of years ago, Google's big thing was like they were actually storing your information in the clouds, in some floating server farm, like on like a blimp or something.
I mean, could have happened. It didn't, but it could have if they tried hard enough.
Duolingo, do you have that on your phone?
I used to. I tried learning different languages. It didn't work very well.
Because you didn't actually, play it every single day?
I did like 3 days in a row and it just stopped.
So Duolingo said that they were going to have, they were going to teach you languages on your toilet paper. Like you buy Duolingo toilet paper and then while you're sitting in the bathroom, every day,
I mean,
you can learn a language while wiping.
Yeah, it's better than putt-putt golf.
So that was pretty cool. Do you have any?
No. The last time I think I did something fun was when I gave an empty water bottle to my younger sister. And I took the little faucet spraying thing and tied a little rubber band around it so it was pushing down. And I had my mom go fill the water bottle up. And when she turned it on, it sprayed her in the face.
So I did that quite a while ago, years and years and years and years ago. And I thought the person who always goes into the kitchen first thing in the morning would do it. But someone else tripped the thing and I got in big trouble.
Yeah. I didn't really get in trouble for it, but it was even better because I set up my little camera that I had and I put it behind the dish soap so it was couldn't see it, and I got it all on video.
I play lots and lots of pranks. Some of my top ones.
I know, that's why people think you're pranking them all
I put a bat on a string inside the microwave and then tape the string to the inside of the door. So when you open the microwave, it would fling out at you. That was pretty cool.
That's why the person thought you were pranking them.
Yeah.
Today.
I made somebody think that their car was missing out of the driveway. I think you were with me.
I was there for that one.
Yeah, that was funny too. So, still have Duo LOL. Okay. It feels like I'm just catching up on some of the chats. Yeah, so I guess love must not be on, or maybe. Give a shout out to Glamours and have this too also. And it looks like love might have dropped off. Although, oh no, you are here, so I see you now. Okay.
No. Maybe it just takes a minute.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anything you'd like to throw in here?
Not really.
It is National April Fool's Day. Does April Fool's extend into
everybody?
Yeah. Is April Fool's just a United States thing, or is that a worldwide? I don't know if I see any of our friends from the UK on to ask if they do. They're too formal and uptight for something like that, I think, yeah?
I don't know.
We just sit back and drink our tea and eat our crumpets on... It's like an American thing.
I think they do have April Fool's Day. In the UK, April 1st is April Fool's Day, so yes.
Okay, well then, yeah, there we go. April Fool's. Happy April Fool's to everybody. Just make sure you get all your stuff out today. Yeah.
Go prank your friends.
We don't need any national days. The national day is April Fool's Day. Don't ruin it by throwing in other non-useful days.
You just threw the whole chicken nugget thing into November. Last time we went through not April Fool's Day days, you were chicken nugget November.
Okay, that's fine. I'm fine with chicken nugget November. But don't ruin April Fool's Day for the people who, truly embrace the holiday. Be in the spirit.
Yes. I can't see that. That didn't show up on my phone.
Spaghetti trees. Sorry, some got caught by our mod because apparently fools is
It's a bad word now.
is a bad word.
Didn't
So,
I get censored for like OMG?
we'll put that. We shall allow your very colorful and bad word of fool into the thing. But yeah, I guess you shouldn't call people fool or foolish. It's just the embracing of the whole holiday. We'll allow it.
It's gonna be great.
Don't call anybody bad names on this show, but we'll allow this comment. All right.
Okay.
Anything for you? No, yeah.
Not really.
Well, then I guess we can just jump into good news. I am super, super, super excited about not my first story. I have to remember like in what order I do. I have a story that like someone in our family would really, 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 really like, but it's not the first one. I should have moved it to the first one.
Really, really, really.
Although the first one is, and I'll just put it up on the screen here.
Really?
This one. It's about money. So I guess like
Everybody
really,
yeah.
really, 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 really likes this one. This is like a good story in like more than one way, because it starts out like, and then it's like, ah, and then it's like, ah. So I'll just jump into it.
Aw,
Which do you want
money.
first? Okay. Oklahoma Goodwill. Have you ever been to the Goodwill?
Yes.
I like getting my work clothes from there, although not so much anymore. Like I like a specific kind of blue jean. It's a specific brand, a specific style, and a specific thing, and like I just get it new now. And I don't care. But I used to buy like a lot of my clothing and stuff there because I would ruin it at work.
Yeah.
And then it's nice, or it's easier to throw away like a $5 pair of pants
Then like 20,
yeah,
30.
Yeah. So
Makes sense.
I think it'd be worldwide. Yes, worldwide. Okay. So Oklahoma Goodwill employee finds $42,000 hidden in donated clothing. Like someone just went through the clothing, gave away like some suits, and like $42,000. Like I've had like a few $100 bills or something, maybe $1,000.
Just like
I've ever
imagine
had on my person at one time.
picking up a piece of clothes and it just like all falls out onto the floor.
So if you have $42,000. That like you could put like let's say 1,000 in this suit jacket, and you know what? Oh, and just put another 1,000 in another suit, and you don't even know that it's in there. Like you probably
I would think you would notice $42,000 just missing.
$42,000. Okay, when a new worker at a charity shop found stacks of $100 bills stuffed inside two old sweaters, she thought they must be fake. The store associate at Goodwill Industries then realized that they were absolutely real, and the cash totaled to $42,000. Now, you can see the girl there, right? She counted it. And she probably counted it again.
One.
And again.
Two.
And again. And again. Just
double checking.
Yeah, I remember like having all the fake Monopoly money.
Yes.
We counted it like regularly, like it was real.
I still do that.
So, the store associate, Andrea Lessing was in the back sorting clothes and looking for rips or stains when she saw the treasure. The first thing she thought was her 6-year-old daughter. Her birthday is coming up in July, so I can actually give her an amazing birthday party, she told KFOR, a local news station. But Lessing said she believes in karma and couldn't imagine keeping the money for herself. She reported the lost cash, and the shop in Norman, Oklahoma, was able to track down the owner thanks to some identifiable documentation that was bundled with the money inside the donation.
So not only did they lose $42,000, they lost like important papers.
Yeah, I feel like I'm missing part of this story.
Just saying, I would think that especially important like documents you would notice.
Yeah, and I don't want to mess this up because now it's been a while since I looked at this, but I feel like there was more information in there, but there she is in the picture, turning it back in, and it's kind of a good thing. So I think you were with me. We were walking through the Walmart, yeah,
Yeah.
and you were like, "Look, there's $20
Oh,
in the
yeah.
thing." Like we found like $20 in the ATM machine and turned it in. You know, I think the average person wouldn't, and that's kind of, I don't know. It's not really good. I mean, if it's sitting out there, and you know, like it's laying on the ground, somebody's not coming back. There's no way to track it back. But like inside an ATM machine, like it's possible somebody's going to come back and go, you know, I left it there, or 42,000. It wasn't like it. You dropped a dime or something on the ground. So, have you ever found any large like stacks of money or anything?
No.
I've had a couple of times in my life.
Yeah, my fake Monopoly money just stashed.
I had a couple of times in my life where I didn't have any money, and I was at this event, and I was gathering up like some stuff for some old people so they didn't have to walk, you know, and carry their stuff. So I was carrying, and this guy walks up to me, and he says, "Hey, can you take care of this?" And he like wadded up like some garbage in my hand, and I was like, "Yeah, okay, fine." So I took it, and I'm balancing all of these things. And as I was walking away, I put all the stuff in the car and everything. And then I went to go throw this like garbage away when I realized that the guy had given me like cash. And it was a considerable amount of money. And so I was glad I didn't throw it away because, you know, that would have been awkward.
Imagine if you were still balancing and you just tossed it without
But like,
looking.
it's kind of a good, it's a good feeling to help somebody get it back. And then somebody who may be missing or may not be, you know, it does, what goes around does come around. It usually comes back in like tenfold. So
Especially $42,000.
you get it 10 times better. So you could get 40,000 or you can get
Just wondering
400,000.
what she would have bought her 6-year-old daughter for her birthday. Because, like, you just drive up, here's your new car.
Well, now that you mention it, what she probably would get them would be this unicorn. Which leads into my next story.
It worked.
This stray dog kept sneaking into the dollar store for a stuffed unicorn. Did you see this?
No.
Oh, this is amazing.
I know
It's
earlier
all
you were
over.
trying to talk about something and I covered my ears. So I
Don't tell me.
didn't listen.
Don't tell
so
me.
I could
Look
hear
at that.
here.
Look at the dog's face. I mean,
Looks content.
okay, well, here's the story. Shoplifting and petty theft are no laughing matter.
Sorry.
Except when the culprit is a cute canine kleptomaniac determined to liberate a certain specifically stuffed purple unicorn from the confines of a North Carolina Dollar General store. According to the store staff, the doggo was a repeat offender, making 5 separate attempts to be reunited with his favorite cuddle buddy. Broke in 5 times.
I would have just given it to the dog.
5 times.
It's like probably $1.
This dog loves unicorns.
Or just that specific unicorn.
The store called and said they had a stray dog in the parking lot that kept coming into the store. Joe Newbern, head of the county county animal services department, told McClatchy News he'd walk in, go to that unicorn, and try to get it. He did it 4 or 5 times before they locked the door and called us to come get him. Maybe he had a stuffed animal like that in his original home, I don't know, but he wanted that purple unicorn bad.
Imagine they move the unicorn and he still finds it. Like farther back in the store.
Yeah. So the persistent perpetrator was eventually collared, but rather than I wrote it and I can't even think fair. So rather than being like thrown, in jail, he found himself at the local animal shelter where he was booked as a stray and given the name Sisu, a nod to a character in Disney's Raya the Last Dragon. Did you see the movie?
No.
I haven't, so hopefully I'm pronouncing that right.
Wow.
While Dollar General might have been hard-pressed to sell a plushie covered in doggy drool, Samantha Lane, the animal control officer tasked with escorting Sisu to the shelter, decided it was in everyone's best interest to keep the pair together, so she purchased the $10 toy.
Never mind, guys. It was $10.
And took it with her. Okay?
Yes.
He kept going to that one particular unicorn, Lane told Inside Edition. He likes to sleep on it, lay on it. He just loves his unicorn. Not long after his arrival, the shelter posted pictures of Sisu and reported a report of his exploits to their Facebook page, saying, "This is what happens when you break into the Dollar General consistently to steal the purple unicorn, but then get animal control called to lock you up for your B&E and larceny." Almost immediately, they were inundated with praise for the thoughtful animal control officer, as well as interest from potential adopters. Although he'd have to wait out his stray hold, shelter updates indicate that Sisu has new pet parents waiting in the wings to bring him and his BFF unicorn home. Along with a thank you gift for Officer Lane and a pet food donation to Joplin County Animal Services, Dollar General plans to send a few extra purple unicorns for the adoptive family. Company spokesperson Crystal Luce told People. Here is one more picture. The dog clearly
So cute.
clearly loves purple unicorns. And so we actually I have a unicorn paraphernalia in my car outside right now for somebody.
Not a dog. Could give it to the dog upstairs, but they wouldn't know what to do with it.
No, they wouldn't know what to do with it. There's something about unicorns. I don't know. What is it? What is it about unicorns?
I don't know.
Were we listening to a unicorn song yesterday? You missed it.
What?
I think you missed it. It wasn't.
I wasn't here most of the day.
Wait,
was
so you have something
working.
against unicorns?
No, I just don't know what's with them.
You don't know what's with them?
No. I know my younger sister loves unicorns. She has like so many unicorns. We actually have a unicorn thing for our fish, which is what I was doing this morning instead of listening to Alexa. I had to clean them out because it was disgusting.
Oh, that's why. You were doing your chores instead of listening to
fart sounds.
Makes sense. Makes perfect sense.
I know.
So here's my next article. I don't know, can you see what that is?
A burrow.
I just had to move so you couldn't see what it was. A burrow.
I don't know. Looks like a hole dug in the ground. Yes.
A hole into the ground.
Hole into the ground.
Oh, that's very perceptive of you. You know what? It actually is a hole in the ground. That's nice. You got it.
Wow.
You're spot on there.
I know. Perfect.
So, to our friends in the UK, if they're listening, some bunnies in Wales. You know where Wales is?
In the UK. I don't know, like, where it is.
Okay.
If you gave me a map, I probably wouldn't be able to.
Dug
Actually,
up
maybe.
treasure of 9,000-year-old artifacts.
Isn't this kind of like it relates to your really old basket story last time?
It doesn't relate to it in any
But
way
like,
whatsoever.
it's more artifacts and bunnies
It's like
instead
artifacts.
of humans.
This is not a prank.
Sure.
Alone on the windswept island, Stockholm, wardens have found Stone Age tools and a pottery shard from an unlikely survey plot down a rabbit burrow.
I said burrow.
Okay.
That was
Leave
before
the
I said
rabbits alone.
That's
okay?
before I said hole in the ground.
If the rabbits like come out and start like getting rid of their treasure, okay, the little leprechaun rabbits, then fine, take it if they're giving you gifts. But it's their home. They built it. They dug it. They're there. Leave them alone.
They just like evict the.
I'm like worried about the rabbits.
Just put a little sign, eviction notice. 2 days.
The finds date to 3,750 to 9,000 years ago and include tools for making seal hide clothes and boats and the shards of a funerary urn, suggesting the small island could have been used for ritual burial.
No, I'm pretty sure the rabbits are just 3,750 to 9,000 years old, and they did that themselves.
Richard Brown and Giselle Eagle, the only humans on the island since COVID-19 arrived, discovered the first of two beveled pebbles outside of a burrow where, rather than tomb robbers or artifact hunters, it had been dug up from the ground by the island's rabbits as they strove to make their underground home. So the rabbits were chucking them out. They're like, we don't need this. Useless.
We went to the Goodwill. We don't need our clothes anymore.
Okay. Snapping a photograph, they sent it to Dr. Toby Driver of the Royal Commission on the Ancient and Historical Monuments of Wales, who replied back that the photos are clearly of a late Mesolithic beveled pebble. Which, actually, I'll put up a picture up here. Why do I keep doing that?
So they just casually had Dr. Toby Driver of the Royal Commission and the
I'm
Ancient
sure, like,
Historical Wales.
Now with like the internet, you can like Instagram
Email or
like
phone
anybody.
number.
Like I can literally tweet Donald Trump. You know what I mean? You just go on there and you find it. You're like, and people like reply back. Okay.
Well, not everybody. To get the good
These are
people.
common and distinctive finds among flint scatters of this age found on coastal sites all the way from the northern France up to western Scotland and also on some northern English coast, he added, according to Skolcombe blog, managed by Brown and Eagle. We had our eye in, and it wasn't long before we found another very likely candidate for a beveled pebble, along with Little Bay Wall, again exposed by digging of rabbits, wrote the pair 2 days later when they happened upon another find. It's like somebody should pay these rabbits. Like excavators.
Here's your $42,000.
They got like soft paws, they're not going to ruin it or anything, I think they're pretty good. Although we couldn't find any more stones at the original site in the lee of the knoll, we did find a piece of pottery which to our very untrained eyes looked old. Once again, yeah, it's like old, like, oh, that looks old.
Wow, this pot looks old. We don't need this.
Once again, they alerted an expert and received an analysis that the thick-walled pottery shard was part not of ancient food storage, but rather a funerary urn. Judy Deacon at the National Museum of Wales told them that they are common in Ireland and seem to turn up more frequently in the western areas of Wales. This is the first Bronze Age burial urn fragment from the West Pembrokeshire Islands, remarked Dr. Driver upon hearing the news. The prehistory of Skolcombe has changed completely in only a few days. Similar examples from Wales dated to about 2100 and 1750 BC, or around 3750 years ago. So
basically, rabbits just changed the whole island.
Changed the whole island.
Whole thing.
Changing the whole thing. Changing all of the history.
All of it.
They're like movers and shakers. Like, you thought you knew something, and then, boom, this changes everything.
Yes.
You want to know somebody else who just gets right in there and, boom, changes everything?
Starbucks.
Now watch, I'm going to do this. It's going to be the wrong person, okay? This lady.
Starbucks.
This lady
The mermaid.
got in there
Siren.
just like the rabbits and changed everything. Want to hear how? You don't have a choice. You're going to hear it. Okay. So she's a high schooler, and she invented color-changing sutures.
Changes everything, including all your sutures.
Yeah, it changes colors.
Just imagine going to the hospital and you're still on like all the drugs from like having a surgery, and you look down at your arm and all the sutures are just like changing from blue and green.
Psychedelic sutures. So it's actually a super, super cool concept. Have you ever had stitches or anything before?
No.
I'm thinking, I don't know if I've ever had.
I know when I was little, put a popcorn kernel in my ear and I had to go get them to get it out.
That's not stitches.
I know, I said it. I don't have it stitches.
So I think like one of the number one problems that like you have
The extent of my hospital.
with the hospital is like staph infection. Like you can get infection from something or staph infection and actually be ill and sometimes like die from something that you're not even at the hospital for.
Oh, thank you.
Like you got cut, no big deal. You clean it out, you go home, and then all of a sudden like you have problems. So this girl, in the country's oldest science fair, 17-year-old high schooler Daisy Taylor submitted a surgical suture that changes colors to warn of possible infections. Now it makes sense. See, I was like,
Even worse when you wake up and your arm is changing colors and you're like, and then the doctor comes in and they're like, oh my gosh, you have an infection.
you were like, it's color changing like your coffee mug.
That would be fun.
Like you're like, man, is it hot in here? Is it hot? Oh, it is hot in here.
That would be more fun.
Oh, I'm feeling cold. Is it cold? Oh, it's
My
cold.
arm is blue.
Yeah. Okay. This invention, aimed at helping surgery patients in Africa detect infections before they become serious, elevated Daisy into the 40 finalists of the National Regeneron Science Talent Search. The sutures are not the perfect solution to a problem.
Are the perfect solution.
The sutures are, the perfect solution to the problem, which Smithsonian Magazine summarizes where we're not only are post surgical infections rate typically higher in Africa, but expensive. Smartphone-based infection early warning systems aren't practical in many African countries where basic cell phones are widely used, but not smartphones. Beginning her project back in 2019 in her chemistry class at Iowa City West High School, the process from theory to practice ended up winning Daisy several regional science fair prizes. Her method uses beetroot, famous as any cook knows for turning everything red and purple. The pH of our skin is acidic and averages at 5. I don't know what that means, but it's like your average skin is a
5 on the pH scale.
On the pH scale.
Well, lower numbers are more acidic and higher numbers are more... What are they called?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
While an infected wound raises that pH level to a 9, which would be more acidic or less acidic? Because you said more acidic is less.
9 is something else. I'm pretty sure the lower the numbers, the more acidic it is.
I don't know for sure. Okay. So an infected wound will raise the pH to a level of 9. And as it turns out, beet color changes from candy apple red to deep purple as the pH level of its environment grows. I found that beets change color at the perfect pH point,
Yeah.
Taylor tells Smithsonian. That's perfect for an infected wound. And so I was like, oh, okay. So beet is where it's at.
Yeah, lower numbers are more acidic. Like your stomach acid is a number 1. Coffee is a number 5. So your skin is as acidic as coffee. And then as you go up, neutral is 6, 7, and 8. And then 9 through 14 is a base numbers.
Yeah.
So like an egg is an 8.
So a 9, you're infected. So, you know.
9 is a baking soda.
There you go. Baking soda is not acidic.
I know, but baking soda cancels out acid. If you dump acid somewhere, you're supposed to pour baking soda on
I
it.
know that.
Yes, so it's a base.
You're so funny.
Oh, man.
So after concluding
I pay attention in
beets
class.
were where it's at, the next step was to find which material held the dye from the beet juice in while also fulfilling the natural requirements of suture thread. A cotton polyester blend eventually proved to be the ticket, and I will put a... There you go. Okay, so you can see the color there? Can you see that?
So you just look down and your arm changes from red to purple.
So after 5 minutes of infection, the red sutures began to turn purple, suggesting patients would be aware of infection immediately, perhaps even before being discharged from a hospital. While outside of the top 10, Daisy's sutures won her $25,000, as well as the Seaborg Award given by the 40 finalists to whichever student most embodies the spirit of their class. Taylor was also given the honor of speaking on behalf of the Regeneron Science Talent Search class of 2021. I have so much school pride because when someone in our school does something great, they're celebrated to its fullest extent, says Taylor. And being able to be one of those kids has been so amazing. Curiously enough, Taylor sees her fortunes elsewhere and wants to study political science at Howard University before becoming a lawyer when her time at high school comes to an end. So if you want to, I will put a link to just a YouTube video if anybody wants to watch it. See if any new people.
Okay, so you're at the hospital.
You're at the hospital.
On your drugs from your surgery, and you just look down and your arm changes from red to purple.
No.
Yes.
You go through your surgery and you look down and your arm stays red and you go, "Ooh, I'm good."
Yeah.
But when something's wrong
and it's like,
and you look down and it's starting to turn purple and you're like,
take me back.
"Hey, does this look normal to you?" Now,
am I just saying things?
let's just hope that the nurses that come in to help aren't colorblind, because I think red and purple are probably
They're
pretty
close
close
enough.
on the spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's a great idea. Who would have thought that, like, beet juice,
I wouldn't think beet juice.
beets,
Beets.
drop the beet?
Not a huge fan of beets, because when I was younger, I went to a restaurant and thought beets were cranberry sauce. And shoved like a huge piece in my mouth and it was not cranberry sauce.
So, like, I have a friend who is Polish, and she makes, like, this beet soup. And it's pretty good.
Never
Although
had
it's
it.
basically just beet soup, and, I mean, you really get the little, I don't know what's inside it. It's not like it's not a
Secret.
pierogi, but it's like a little
Ooh,
dumpling of
pierogies.
some kind that's inside. And then you eat that, and then you have to, like, finish the beet soup, so you look around and, you know, because it's like, you got a spoon, you're like, and it's like, it's all liquid, so it's easier to just go like, you know? There's something wrong with
Sure.
you. Something wrong with you.
I don't normally drink my soup because I normally don't have soup that's just like soup.
You don't have soup that's soup?
I don't have soup that's just like liquid. I have like soup with like noodles and chicken in it. Because I'm not a huge fan of just plain soup.
Broth? I like...
Isn't broth good for when you're sick?
I
I don't
I've,
get
like,
sick very
had
often.
plenty of time when, like, you just want something, you're not sure what, but not too much or whatever. And I've got, like, broth, like chicken broth, like the little cubes, and you put it in a coffee cup with water, and then you microwave it, and then you just kind of drink it. It's kind of like hot chocolate, but it's when you want something savory instead of sweet.
Hot chocolate.
You sit down at night, you want something warm and sweet, you go hot chocolate. But like it's a cold winter night, you don't want to eat, you already ate, but you want something warm. You can have coffee, but that'll keep you awake, and the pH balance isn't just right like it is. And it's not like it is in like a cup of broth, you know?
I don't think I've ever just drank broth.
Well, you're in luck, because that's what we're having for dinner tonight. And
No, it's not.
You can just have, well, that's what you're having tonight. I'm gonna eat something really nice. But you're gonna get like broth just so you can experience it, and you can come back here and be like, you know what? I'm gonna show you a 2-minute how-to video.
Just makes your
of how
tummy
to-
feel nice and warm.
It's just kind of nice. It goes down, and you're like drinking it, and like, you know, people say don't slurp it, but you do, and it's just like, it's like,
I think
it's like,
slurping hot things is because it's too hot, and then like if you slurp it, air gets in, and then you cool it down.
right, because you can blow on it.
But that doesn't really do anything in
That
a
doesn't
cup
change
of
it.
hot.
You can blow
stuff.
on it like for like 3 minutes, and it's still hotter than
I
the
know.
face of the sun when you put it in your mouth. But if you slurp it, it's better. It is. So like when you're like tired, you've been driving, or you've been sitting in this position forever, or like we did that 24-hour gaming thing,
I know.
and you go like this, you're like, you know, and you feel better. You stretch your muscles. You get like a full breath of air. Slurping is like that for your soul.
Slurping coffee.
You get like this hot chocolate with extra whipped cream or whatever, or your broth
Like the
if you want
Christmas show.
this thing. And you go, and when you do, your soul's like, you know.
I know the Christmas show. Basically, our entire hot chocolate was just whipped cream.
I know, and that's kind of the important part.
That
it's
is.
like kind of.
It just melts,
It's like
so
reverse,
it's okay.
reverse slurping. So, okay. So my next article
Next.
is a recycling thing. Do you recycle?
Yes. Water bottles, cans.
So you don't. I just caught you off guard. You only halfway recycle.
I don't have like a lot of things to recycle. Water bottles. I drink enough water. Not
Okay.
really. I should probably drink more water.
So
Close enough.
the big whole thing now is like reducing your carbon footprint or something. I don't know about like what that means. I know like when I get done drinking this glass bottle, I'll recycle it. Does that reduce my carbon footprint? I don't know. Does it?
You can make it feel like you do.
Because they're not going to make another one, so it reduces the carbon, but to break it down and make more glass, you're still
Unless they just super clean it and then just reuse that one.
super clean it. Super clean. We just let the dogs lick it and then we put it right back into circulation.
No, you just put it through a car wash.
Yeah. Okay. So this company is taking CO2 and recycling it into protein-rich animal feed. Why animal feed, you say? Because I can't even get you to drink like chicken bouillon in a thing. So I don't know. I don't know what to say about
The
that.
funny thing was, last time we were trying to have like healthy foods and I didn't want to eat zucchini noodles, and the one time I do, you're like, nah.
I got zucchini.
Those are not noodles.
They
Those are zucchini wedges.
Zucchinis are this big, and these are like smaller noodle-y things.
No, they aren't.
Yes, they're like,
It literally was
It's
labeled
more like-
zucchini fries.
you know what? I was gonna say fries or zucchini nuggets, and that's basically noodles. Okay.
No, they are not.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
with all the sauce and stuff
It's
on
like
it.
zucchini mascacholi.
No.
Yes, and it's
No,
about
it's
that.
not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
So anyway, an agriculture feed startup has received $9.4 million in initial funding for its technology that produces pure protein from CO2.
Why
They
is
di-
like everything we talk about today has something of money in it?
Well, they didn't find this at the Goodwill.
$42,000, $10, $25,000, and now $9.4 million.
I think about money regularly. I like it. I sometimes dream about money. In fact, like 3 or 4 days ago, I had a dream like I had like a bunch of gold coins. It might
I had
be
a dream
like
about a
these
cat.
gold coins.
I think I said that on
Just
my
like
last show.
these. Just like these. These are gold coins for D&D. Legitimately, like flat out. There's the wolf on there and the castle and everything. That's a D&D gold coin. Real gold.
Real.
Okay.
This one's a little messed
Yeah.
up.
So anyway, they produce pure protein from CO2. The protein would come from carbon dioxide generated by industrial exhaust. So you catch the industrial exhaust. You don't let it damage the whatever.
Ozone layer.
Ozone. Okay. And would be combined with hydrogen to create scalable, cheap animal feed to replace soybeans, a major feed crop linked heavily with
What?
deforestation. Soybeans are killing the rainforest.
Shocked. 100%.
Soybeans
Shocked.
are killing
Soybeans.
soybeans. Deforestation. It's like, let's just plow it over. Make
Soybeans.
soybeans to feed
feed-
the animals.
Which also feed us.
They have like this place around here called Feed My Starving Children.
I've heard of it.
Like over there, it's like Feed My Starving Animals.
Animals.
Okay. Deep Branch combines some of the most basic chemical building blocks present in everything from stars to skyscrapers like carbon, oxygen, and hydrogen inside a fermentation chamber where it produces high value protein called proton. And that's proton.
Why would they name it proton? There's already like such thing as
Yeah,
protons.
I don't know.
And neutrons.
Like atomton.
What is that?
Or how about
Jimmy Neutron.
how about bull bullion? Yeah, pig bullion. Bullion. Oh no, that's gold. What you're holding? Okay, so this proton is then dried, mixed with other nutrients, and turned into pellets at a 90% CO2 savings rate compared to other feed sources, attracting support from the biggest feed producers in Europe, as well as carbon-controlled sustainable investment funds from financial institutions like Barclays. A funded round has now been completed with multiple long-term investment commitments. Sorry, I saw the thing moving in the background. I thought somebody walked behind us in the studio. You didn't see the little thing go behind us? Never mind. Okay.
I was paying attention to the story.
Let me see here. Let me put this up here. Okay. You know what? Here, let me do this so everybody can see.
Okay.
James Ferrier, an investment director at Barclays, said in a statement that Deep Branch's technology has the potential to be part of the solution to overcome the biggest environmental challenges of our time. Unlike fish meal or soy, there is no fluctuation in price or yield caused by seasonality, food security, or reliance on favorable weather conditions. The resulting stable prices and reliable manufacturing means that every link in the supply chain can calculate costs with much more precision. Deep Branch, which operates in the UK and Netherlands, is currently looking for a suitable location for its first large-scale production facility. Their hope is that the product will cut into the market share of soybeans, but also fish meal produced normally from wild-caught salmon leftovers, another source of protein for animal feed. Their first scouted location is in Norway, the world's largest exporter of salmon. Deep Branch is looking to begin commercially trialing their feed with hatchery salmon and chickens next year, with the only remaining major production hurdle being where to find sources of the other vitamins and minerals needed for healthy animal growth.
The third picture they used is like not a good picture for them to use. It kind of just looks like something else.
Proton, it's like a hand.
I know what it is.
It's just like a...
I know, but with like all the lines coming up, it just looks weird.
I think it's like... Okay. We might be eating this one day. And like it.
Like it.
And like it.
Pretty sure we won't be eating it. We'll be eating the fish.
Mm-hmm.
That is just very full of nutrients and good things.
Nutrients.
And minerals.
And minerals.
And vitamins.
So it's kind of a good, I don't know, it's like a win-win. You take a problem, we're getting rid of too much CO2, and now you're going to capture it and use it somewhere else. So it's like a win-win.
How do they capture it, though? Because, like, it seems unsafe.
They have some guy up there in an airplane, and he's going like this.
Just watching it play back on the other screen.
You're so funny. Okay. So my next article is pretty cool. Drone seed. Ever hear of it? Drone seed? Is replanting forests.
So it's solving the soybeans problem.
Using special drones. And there's like a
Whee!
kind of a distant...
What was that?
Distant picture. I don't know what that was. Okay. When a wildfire destroys the forest on your property,
never mind.
What are your options for restoring what has been lost? Insurance, right? And then money, since we want to bring that into here somehow. You just go out and buy more stuff?
Probably seeds, yes. plant your
seeds
trees.
to regrow your house?
It says destroys the forest on your property.
Okay, yeah, I'm thinking like my property, I don't have a forest on my property.
I have 2 whole trees.
I have a house,
Oh,
a
3
driveway,
trees.
and a little bit of a backyard. I mean, it's not like a really big, it's not like a big, huge thing.
Yes, you would plant a seed and your house will just grow
So when-
overnight.
I like bonfires though, so I'm making CO2 for animal feed. Okay. So drone seed will fly a squadron of seed dispersing aerial robots to lay the foundations for a new forest atop ones that have been torched. Carrying 57 pounds of tree seeds, the drones weigh over 100 pounds in total and operate in teams of 5 using satellite-guided software to identify hundreds of microsite areas where trees will be expected to grow the best. So they calculate all that out. Figure out where the most optimal spot is.
Good thing about fires though is that like after something burns, the ground is like really good to grow things with.
Fertile.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know my teacher was talking about that because his shed burned down when he was a kid, and they planted tomatoes, and the tomatoes were like really big and then they entered them in the fair and they won because they were really big tomatoes.
And then the next year they burned down their new shed and planted the tomatoes there.
No, they just kept getting smaller. So then his dad went out and burnt like a piece of wood over it, and then they had big tomatoes again.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't know that. I mean, I did know. Like, they usually say that, like, you burn it down, it's like all the nutrients from everything that was there is now in the ground. It's really good to grow. So, holders of the only Federal Aviation Administration license for operating heavy-lift drone swarms. Drone seed can seed the ground 6 times faster than hand-planting seedlings can, covering around 40 acres per day at the cost of around $275 to $400 per acre.
I got the money right there.
You want to calculate out what that is?
No,
Then we can count it a couple of times.
No.
This may seem like a lot, but as well as saving a huge amount of time, a lot of the cost can be offset with discounts offered by Drone Seed if they can successfully offer the land's reforestation as carbon credits on the global carbon market. This can help make the cost of planting seedlings 60 to 70% less than traditional reforesting. Now here's a picture of the guy holding one of the drones. It's like pretty
Looks a
big.
spider.
Let me do this full screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 propellers.
So, a spider.
Heavy lifting, and it's like 100 pounds. I want
So
one.
all the seeds just go in the middle?
I want one. I'm going to make a jetpack out of it for me. I will be the big seed.
Oh man.
I will be the seed.
So basically your backpack plus you is going to weigh more than 100 pounds.
I'll be able to sneak in at night under the cover of dark, and like it'd sound like 1,000 swarms of bees. Like a helicopter probably. It's probably really loud.
And then you're just going to take the purple unicorns?
No, I just want to like fly to work, fly back.
Yes.
Like that, yeah. Yeah. So, let me see. Where did I get lost there? Okay, so we're always looking for ways to innovate, especially when it can help us increase the pace and scale of habitat restoration to benefit both nature and people, says Jay Kirby, project manager at the Natural Conservancy, which was able to contract drone seed for Oregon State reforestation after a recent fundraising event. Right now, the company is in its beta testing for their software, but the team feels it's a game changer that can be used to totally update the playbook for how to combat global climate emissions. Across the world, there's been a lot of slash and burn agriculture. So how do you go out and replant those in a cost-effective way? And that's where our technology comes in, says Grant Canary, CEO of Drone Seed. An obvious implication is restoration after wildfires on public land, for which Drone Seed would save a lot of taxpayer dollars if contracted. But not all American forests are owned by the government, and for a private owner, Drone Seed could be a real help. For those whom forest acts as a livelihood, of sources of lumber, honey, resin, mushrooms, or other agroforestry products, there's every chance that their business is over if a wildfire moves across their land. But the sheer amount of labor, time, and cost saved by drone seeds technology gives a chance for not only their forests to regrow, but their lives too. So if you want to see a video, I'll put that here in the chat. Another video. Whoops.
So this is the article you're talking about. Someone would love, 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 love. It's drones and you.
Love, 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 love. No, it was a unicorn. I'm sorry.
I know.
No,
I just said I was kidding.
You're missing out. Here, let me explain it to you. Let me explain it to you.
We'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, we'll be right back. And then you come back with like a black eye and a busted like finger.
That's you.
You did it.
No, I didn't.
These people don't know how brutal you are. That you like broke my finger.
I did that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Because you were trying to throw something and I was in your way. And you tried to catch it and it didn't work very well.
I'm a master catcher.
I know. And you broke your finger. Then we were driving and you were pointing your finger on the window and people were just looking at you.
I didn't catch it like that. I thought it was going to hit you in the face.
I know. You tell this story all the time. Now you're blaming me for your other finger. It's a whole different finger.
That's because that's what happens. I tell the story a lot because I saved your life. And telling the story makes it more justified. And that's what heroes do. Yeah.
No.
I wasn't wearing my super suit either. Which
Yeah, but then you just make up stuff like, I closed the door today. Actually, I kind of slammed the car door. You would like...
You lost my sunglasses.
No, I didn't.
You did. And
No, I didn't.
They're my sunglasses I can wear with my mask and they don't fog up.
No, I didn't.
They're my non-fogging up. It's the only pair I've ever had that don't fog up like that.
Ah, funny. Didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
On purpose.
It wasn't me, guys. Hold on.
So...
It wasn't me.
So I don't think anybody's chatting, and I don't know what happened to Love. But anyway, I'm going to put a link to Discord on here. I was thinking about, like, tomorrow's... I think I'm reducing the movie night to just, like, one Friday a month. Because it seems like people are busy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to just put it on there for, like, you know, if nobody's going to watch. But, like, is there something that you would like to watch? I mean,
I don't know.
I was going to put, like, the Dead Zone on there.
That works.
Like, the show.
People have been pretty busy lately.
Yeah. It's just,
True.
like, a lot going on. A lot going on for me, personally. Like, I feel like every day is busy doing something that, like, I used to play my Xbox very regularly, and I honestly, truly can't remember the last time I turned it on.
It's okay, I'll borrow it.
It might
Play
not
for
even
you.
been this year. I don't know if I've turned it on this year.
I haven't played our Xbox either at home.
Like, I'm gonna turn it on, and it's gonna have like 3 days worth of updates. And I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. So
Probably.
anyway, give a shout out. Send me a private message on Discord if you'd like to. I like to watch Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas, or Prince of Egypt. The soundtrack is awesome. It is awesome.
True.
It is awesome. So how about we do that? We'll do Sinbad. That was a movie, right? Not a TV show? Or both? Was it both?
I don't know. Don't ask
We'll
me.
do Sinbad and Prince of Egypt this tomorrow. We'll watch that tomorrow.
Okay.
Friday night movie night.
She said it's a movie.
Yeah. I know it was a movie, but I didn't know if it was also a TV show. So we'll do that.
Yes.
Anyway, join Discord. You can send us messages. You can watch the movie night on Friday
You
night.
also need Discord for Tuesday because... Oh, and come back on Tuesday because we're doing a giveaway next Tuesday on my show. Which I
Next
think I
Tuesday.
mentioned last Tuesday.
Next Tuesday or this Tuesday?
This coming Tuesday? It's already past Tuesday, so like.
No, it's not. This Tuesday would be this coming Tuesday.
Sorry, this coming Tuesday. This Tuesday.
You're confusing me.
The one that's next.
The 6th?
Yes.
Okay. Tuesday the 6th, you have to have Discord to win
The prize.
whatever it is she's winning. You.
She's winning.
Whatever she's winning for you to
Whatever
win
you're
on your
winning
thing.
for
Yeah, right on there.
you to win.
Yeah. Okay. So this coming Tuesday, we have a DIY project. This coming Wednesday, we're
We're
going to
doing
be
weapons again.
playing a game. It might be Mario. It might not be. I don't know exactly what Dyer has in store for that. And then next Thursday, obviously,
More
if
good
the-
news.
If the wins are going good, we'll have more good news. And we look forward to seeing you guys all there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you
Bye,
next
guys.
week. Bye-bye.